You know, sometimes you just have to stop and smell the roses. Well, the dirty old cars. Took a trip from North Texas to Eureka Springs in my little red Toyota 2024 GR86, a really great sports car for knocking around in the mountains of Arkansas. On the roads like the Pig Trail, a 19-mile twisty, curvy, driving enthusiast road through the Ozark Mountains on the east side of Arkansas. The Toyota 86s that we have owned have all been taken by my wife and I along great mountain roads like the Blue Ridge Parkway in that crazy 318 curves and 11 miles road named the Tail of the Dragon. Plus the Moonshiner 28, another fantastic road. All of these roads are really wonderful, very different experiences through each of them. I hope you get a chance to experience the fun mountain drives with your favorite cars or bikes. On this particular drive, going north on the Pig Trail, we went up Highway 23 past Eureka Springs to Highway 86 in Missouri. Went east and stopped by this first little known automotive resale shop. There is no shop name, sign, or connection to anything that would tell you that it is a member of the world or car community. Only a lot of yard art of humorous cars and boat scenes. Just a military vet named Ken, often selling collectible cars on the internet, like Cars and Bids. Going inside was amazing, just stuffed full of memorabilia, tons of it, and for all makes and models and this and that and the other of car memorabilia. Since it was more of a personal space, I looked but didn't purposely record the interior and his collections and whatnot, but it was immense. Ken had this, I think he said, 1990s Ford Thunderbird with a weird 1953-ish body kit applied to it. The whole front clip and rear clip are replaced with these, I believe, fiberglass parts that are glued, bolted, screwed on, and all that whatnot. Supposedly really quick and easy. Couldn't get a good look at the engine bay. It was just too dark, and I didn't have another light. Weird addition of the searchlights that look like what you might see on a 40s or 50s cop car. Pretty cool. The side pipes are likely for show. He's got the actual exhaust out back. Knockoff style hubcaps, and it just certainly has that 1960s-ish, maybe 70s throwback feel to it. I have in the description below a website describing the body kit. You can go to the Easy Rods website for the best information of the actual kits that I could find at this time. The next car is a Cadillac Escalade around 1990, virtually undriven. It is in mint condition. I'm personally not a fan. I also know next to nothing about these cars, but it was a really pretty car. Here he has a Ford Crestline Victoria. Some call these shoe boxes or a shoebox, just because they're squared. But you can make really cool cars out of these. This one, I believe he said, was fairly rare. Again, low mileage and that kind of jazz. It's got the thick acrylic glass transparent roof. These roofs were also on the Ford Skyliner and Fairlanes, I believe, plus some of the similar Mercury cars. all from the 1950s. Really impressive cars and good looking. This little booger, the Wild Hare, was really hard to see. It's an 89 VW pickup, originally a 1980 Rabbit truck. The truck had extensive bodywork, as you might be able to glean out of this. A handmade front grille, Mustang hood scoop, sunroof. The top is chopped, about 4 inches. Tailgate handle is shaven off. Ground effects from a Cavalier Z24. Handmade rear bumper, 1980s Toyota pickup truck seat, and special made windshield, of course, because the top was chopped and all that. So just too bad I really couldn't give you a good look at this car, but it was neat, believe me. Now, this magnificent automobile, just a grand and glorious, about 1970-ish Buick GSX. Has the 455, giving it around 350 horsepower, 510 torque. Oh my God. Yeah, it was definitely a fantastic muscle car. Theoretically, the 1970s, there were only 678 of these made. A really highly sought after car. Beautiful machine, absolutely. This little monster here is a 1965 Mustang. Apparently fairly rare, in great condition, but I don't really recall all of the background story about it. But it is a beauty, that is for sure. Tucked away in the back, he showed me this really great 1950s Thunderbird. It was beautiful. It is a actual survivor car. Nothing has been done to this car. There are blemishes like down in the driver's area a little bit. But, you know, it's not in perfect condition, but man, it was really, really in fantastic shape overall. Low miles, just fun to look at for sure. Next up, and my most favorite little shop that we had gone to was actually in Mena, Arkansas. So on our way back home, we go back down south on the Pig Trail, which again, it was a fantastic drive. We had virtually no traffic whatsoever. It was really beautiful, and the road has been reworked. It still needs more sidings and stuff to it so you can pass people and not get stuck behind big trucks. But it was great. So if you haven't driven the Pig Trail, give it a try. It is a cool road. So anyway, we go south to Mena, Arkansas. Something we do a lot. Okay. One more quick side note is in Mena, there is an entrance to the Talamina National Scenic Byway, a very, very good 54-mile mountain drive with great, overlooks, big climbs and dips, a lot of blind curves, and so on and so forth. It's a slow driving mountain drive, but it is beautiful and it is really, really cool. Whether you're a car enthusiast, somebody just looking to go out and have fun on their motorcycle, or just nature, having fun with nature. It is a great, great drive. So be sure and look that up. So that's the Pig Trail and the Talamina Scenic Byway. Two great roads right there. Like I said before, my wife and I go through Mena, Arkansas fairly often, at least, if not twice a year, then maybe 4 or 5 times a year. Every time we go by this car shop, and I always say, hey, next time we come through here, I need to go look at that place. It seems really cool. So finally we did. And so here it is. This is Richie, the owner of Richie's Discount Auto Glass. The shop's been there a very, very long time. Richie only had a sliver of time to talk to me since I popped in unannounced, but the word on the street is that his dad had owned the shop, having been a little dealership and auto mechanic shop I believe they've had old cars going through this place for decades. Hence the collection of old cars out front. Sitting outside with all those signs is a Ford Crestline Victoria, a DeSoto, a Buick 8 Special, and that great Lincoln Zephyr with that huge 12-cylinder engine. Let me give you a quick walk around of each of these, and then we'll pop over to the other cars lined up on the side and inside the building. So let's take a look at all this. Obviously, we are now going up the side of the property looking at all of these cars. So I did the best I could with all the vines and stuff around the back of them. So, and they were kind of smushed in together a little bit, but I did the best I could to give you these views. Time now to walk inside the shop. Richie was working on other cars, but he'd been working on this fantastic Model A. Beautiful, beautiful, like the red and black. Just a really fantastic car. Walking through now the front showroom, more exciting old cars, hubcaps, and old car dust. I loved it. It was really cool. In here is a Model A coupe with a rumble seat, the Model A truck, a Buick 8, and the 1950s Nash Metropolitan. Really cool cars. What a fun place to visit. And Richie was fantastic. What a nice guy to let me just interfere and get all these pictures for you guys and for me, of course. I enjoyed it a bunch. Richie may not mind if you stop by, so long as you're really careful and mind your manners. He is a busy guy, so please be very respectful. You might even give a call before showing up. I had a good time going to Missouri, all through Arkansas, hitting these two shops. It was just really, really great. And Ken and Richie were great as well. Super, super good, easygoing guys. And just really, really fun cars to look at. I appreciate them very much, just like I appreciate all of y'all for watching this video. So I please hope you subscribe down below. That would be awesome. And viewing is what makes this YouTube world go round. And with that, please relax, enjoy your road odyssey, be a motoring fanatic, and take it easy. And I will see you later. Bye.